Hello, dear students. Welcome to this session. In today's session, I will have a brief discussion on the basic working with MATLAB. As I have already mentioned in my class, that getintopc.com website holds a several version of MATLAB. Just browse for it, and you can type the required software here and press on go. You will get numerous versions here. Just download one of them and you can start working after installing it. There are numerous versions available. You can check your PC configuration and check the MATLAB versions and the versions which is compatible with your PC. You should install. You should download it and you should have to follow YouTube tutorial to install it. If you don't follow YouTube tutorial, then there might be some mistake and mistakes during installation process may hamper the working of your MATLAB. Your MATLAB may not work if there is a mistake during installation. So I recommend you should have to download from here any version and install your PC by following an YouTube tutorial at your convenience. Okay. Now let's start working with MATLAB. I have installed MATLAB 2018, 5 years ago, and still now I'm working in it. And just click on the MATLAB icon, and the windows will appear. I will work in the command window. Let's start from the scratch. Uh, you know, the MATLAB uh, is can be used for complex calculation. I am starting with a simple one. Let's say you want to add 8 with 8, then you have to subtract 4, which will be multiplied by 5. Then you want to add another digit, that's 15, which will be divided by 3. It's the operation which can be done with basic calculator, and I am doing it with command window just to show that MATLAB command window or MATLAB can be used as basic calculator also. I just press on enter and the answer is as given. Okay, and you can also assign a value to a variable. Let's say x is a variable, and then you have to type x is equals to 1. Okay, and you have to finish the statement with a semicolon, and then you are assigning a value to y. Then let's say it's equal to 10, and there's another variable z which is defined by x plus y. So you are defining z as the summation of x plus y. The value will returns to 11 because has been assigned 1 and y has been assigned as 10 earlier. So the z will return at 11 as 11. You don't have to assign a value to x and y all the time. You can also define x and y as symbols. Let's say x and y are symbol here. Okay, and you want to express a polynomial or expression using x and y. Let's say it is x squared plus 2 into x into y plus y squared. Okay, it's an expression that is found by using x and y as variable. Okay, and then the value will return x squared 2 into x or y plus y squared. If you don't define x and y as symbol, then there will be a mistake. Let's say I haven't declared w and b as a symbol. If I write w squared 2 plus 2 into w into b plus b squared, sorry, plus b squared, then there will be a mistake because w and b are undefined here. Okay, so if you want to express a expression using variable, you have to define it first. Okay, if you want to clear the content you have already typed in the command window, you have just to type CLC. Okay, let's start again. Let's say I want to expand expression. Let's say I will define. I have to define two variable. Let's assumes x y. That means I have defined two symbol x and y. And now z is equals to x plus y whole to the power 4. Okay. And if you press enter, then W will return itself as I have already defined z is equals to x plus y whole to the power 4. But you want to expand z. As you know, x plus y whole square is equals to x square plus 2xy plus y square. And x plus y whole cube is equals to x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. Then there should be an expansion for x plus y whole to the power 4. Okay, to expand this, you have to just type expand z. Then W will return as the formula. Okay, square 4 plus 4 x cube y plus 6 x square y square plus 4 x y cube plus y to the 4. You can expand any function like this. Okay, now I will try another, and that is factorization. You know, if I express a polynomial and I want to factorize it, then I have to first declare the polynomial x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, um, if you want to declare w as this, and after that you have to you want to, okay, I have to type a static mark here before 5 to define that 5 is multiplied by x. Okay, so let's say I want to mean that I wanted to mean that just press and enter. Okay, the w is equal to x square plus 5 into x plus 6. Okay, I want to factorize it. So so you have to write factor and write W here and click on enter. Okay, the two factor of the polynomial has been written as x plus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, you can write factorize any of the polynomial just by writing the syntax factor and just keeping the uh, function, keeping the polynomial which you want to factorize. Okay. There are numerous trigonometric functions we use every day, like sine, cos, tan, cosec, and other logarithm function also. If you want to define a log function, let's say log 10. Okay, and this is this takes e as base. Okay, then the result is 2.3026. If you want to use 10 as base, then you have to type log 10, then the uh, variable you want to take the log. Okay, this is one. If you want to take 2 as base, then you have to type log 2 at 10. Okay. Now let's go to the trigonometric function that says sine. Sine function can be used as sine. Let's say I want to express sine pi. This means pi in radian, and sine, when I use sine function, then the content in bracket is automatically represented in radian. Okay, then this almost 0. So how to define the variable in degree? So you have to define sine as sine d, and let's say I want to find sine of 30 degree, then I have to type sine d and uh, write 30 here, and it will return half or 0.5. Okay, and for to define cos in degree, you have to type cos d, and it's you want to define cos 90, then the value will return as cos 90 is equal to 0. Okay, the same for 10. To define inverse function, just you have to write arc function here. If we want to define sine inverse, then I have to type as sine. Um, that means sine inverse as sine 1. So we know the sine inverse 1 means 90 degree, or in radian is pi by 2. Let's say it's pi by 2, 1.5708. If I write the expression sine g 1, then it will return the value as 90. Okay. As it's same for the arc cosine or arc tan. To define inverse function, you have to just write a, and if you express in degree unit, then just put d after cos, tan, cosec, and other trigonometric function. Okay. Let's clear the screen content. Okay. Um, I have already completed differentiation in my class, and I'm going to take a CT next Monday. Let's try some differentiation here. Let's say we want to declare two variables sims s and t, and I'm going to define a function f is equals to sine s into t. Okay. It's a function of two variables. So if we want to differentiate f with respect to t, then you have to write this f comma t. That means you are differentiating function of f with respect to t. Since sine st or the function f is a function of two variables. Okay. Then the differentiation will return as s into cos st. If you want to differentiate with respect to f s, then you have to type the command as as the follow, and you will have to type enter, and it will return the differentiation of f with respect to s. Okay. If you want to define or differentiate twice or thrice, you have just to type the function. Let's say I want to differentiate f with respect to s two times. Okay, then I have to write the syntax, and this will return and the value. Okay. Uh, let's say I want to differentiate fs with respect to t three times, then I have to write the syntax and type, and it will return the value as minus s cube cos st. Um, I have already told that it's an introductory session. So I'm not making the video large, and it's enough for today. Let's see. Let's hope that in future video we'll cover other things also. Thank you.